What's going on, everybody? It's Chip Walton. I'm not solo in the basement of Thomas Liquors. I am awaiting the arrival of Fitty with 2 pours of beer.
Chipper Gore, I got some beer for you.
We're gonna play not quite guess this beer, but just mystery beer. Mystery beer.
Mystery beer.
Wow, look at that. Dude, do you know this thing called Whip the Meringue or Whip That Meringue? Where people post pictures of beers that have like a big old head just like this. Like you just killed that game. Oh, okay, I see what we're doing here. Alright, so backstory, we were doing the Spruce beer video that you may or may not have seen, and I was like, Fitty,
And if you haven't, you should.
let's try a little mystery beer, guess that beer. And he was like, strangely enough, this just happened. Tell me what happened without telling me what it is. Like, set the scene.
Yeah. No, about 3 days ago, we're hanging out in the shop, and at some point in the day, it's like, we ready to open some beer? And sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later. And my colleague Pete, who's Somalian, one of the best wine guys in the Twin Cities, and I think a lot of people would make that assertion, has a particular beer that he likes, and he said, "Here, Fitty, just drink this beer." And I just,
Wow.
it was so great because there was no context. It was like, here, just drink this beer, and knowing nothing else.
So he did you like I asked you to do me.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
And you brought the creamy stuff. All right, so this literally has like a head like lemon meringue pie. Like this is crazy. I immediately smell, and I'm really bad with things like Brett versus lacto versus what are the other things that make things funky? But like I get a Brett.
Something in that character.
Yeah,
Yep.
you didn't just like pull out like, let me see if he can guess this IPA from who knows where. Like this is a beer that's got farmhouse funk right out the gate. That kind of horse blanket that people want to say. It smells beyond Saison. It smells beyond Belgian, potash beer, table beer, field beer, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
I feel like when I taste this, it's going to be an assault on my senses a little bit. Because it already is in the nose. What about you? White wine, I would say from a wine, maybe this is why Pete is down for this beer. It's kind of like a funky white grape.
I was able to guess what it was, and it wasn't like guess the beer.
Yeah.
But then when he gave it to me, and then it was like, oh, this is what it is, because I just kind of put it together. It's like, okay, I'm getting this from Pete Fars, and I know he likes this particular beer.
It's hard to see from that angle because the light should be here. Like it is bubbling away, like the beauty, like holding it up to a light. It's just like, which is why this head has gone absolutely nowhere.
Right.
Since you
Yeah,
poured it.
exactly. Yeah.
All right, cheers.
I was doing my best to
We're
control
going to do
the
some
head.
20 questions.
Well, I think from the start, you're right on with all the characters, and I'm not trying to fool you. This isn't an obscure beer for people who know beer.
It's not as acidic or as abrasive as I thought it was going to be on the smell.
Because you got that Britannomyces or whatever, like I said, it's funky.
There's like a bubblegummy, almost like spearmint, very low note. I mean, this is clearly, well, I shouldn't say that. That makes it sound like I really know what I'm talking about. It seems, farmhouse is the catch-all. It's not like a lambic, though. It's not, I mean, we're not, I'm very shocked at how unacidic it seems. How
Sure.
It's almost
When-
like
when you're almost-
if
when you
Hefeweizen got a little attitude, lost some
Sure.
of the banana, but picked
Yeah.
up a little funk.
I think you're spot on with all of your observations.
We don't get Allagash in the state, right?
No.
Okay, I should ask, is this something that you carry? Or is this
Yes,
travel
Yes,
beer?
it is. Yes,
Okay.
it is. It's something we carry. It's something
Is
that people who know beer are going to know this one in particular.
Is it from Minnesota?
It is not.
But it's from the U.S.
It is not.
Oh.
Remember, so you
Is
had
it a Saison? Even though I already crossed Saison off the list?
You're in the ballpark. Should I tell you?
Maybe tell me the style, like the umbrella style.
Here's the deal. You ponder, and I can get the bottle and not show you.
Okay.
And it did come in a bottle.
I'll turn this way.
No, it's Let's get them back on the shot. Hey,
How about what country is it from? Belgium?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think you. I know you were right around there. You were getting there.
Show me.
Orval.
Oh.
Orval. Trappist.
And then why did Pete just kind of on a random day?
He's always loved that beer, and now that it's January, things are kind of slow. So beer o'clock starts a little bit earlier. It's slower. But we were. Yeah, he's always liked his beer. I mean, the complexity. You can imagine. You could see a wine person really liking his beer.
Does it have Brett? Am I way wrong? Like, is it just a yeast character?
I would. No.
Brett?
This has literally one of those different animals going on.
Okay.
And I would have to look. You're better at looking up those specs. But there is something going on with Orval, in particular, because this Trappist. But they only make this, as far as I've ever seen, as far as like a double, triple, quad, potter's beer, whatever. Mm-hmm. And there is some funk going on. What it is and how much, I'm not sure. Distinct dryness. You picked up on the Belgian yeast character when you said the bubblegum sort of thing, for sure. And of course, the massive effervescence.
Dude, yeah, I mean...
You're right.
But not prickly.
No.
In this beer specifically, it is sitting very nicely in the body. It's not, some of these beers you'll get that you smell like that, and then the flavor just like triple downs.
Yeah.
And you're like,
right,
my
sure.
teeth hurt.
Yep.
I need an antacid.
Yep.
Bottled 7/9/22, Best by 7/9/27. We're somewhere in there.
Exactly. Right.
We're about smack dab-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks, Fitty. That's fun, dude.
So,
I don't know much
nice,
about it.
Cool, dry finish.
Mm-hmm.
This would be a fun one to look up what's going on, because being Trappist, it's a little divergent off your typical Trappist. You always think double, triple, quad, like that. And then this one, just something different, fairly different profile, but distinctly Belgian, especially with you get the yeast character, the head, the carbonation, all that.
Now I'm thinking about a former coworker who makes an Orval clone. This is all nerdy, but like a BR8, this dried Brett product.
That's what you do.
So you're right. There's got to be Brett, and I don't know if it's from barrels or they pitch it or if they control it somehow wild and open, but like not too wild and open.
Yeah, right. Sure.
That's fun.
Yeah, right.
I thought you were gonna be like, what crazy triple, double hop, triple IPA is this from? Someplace in town. I was like, I am going to not nail this at all.
It wasn't easier. It's not meant to fool. And I don't like doing that with people, especially with blind wines all the time. And it's just such a cool beer, and relatively speaking, for people like beer connoisseurs like you and I, know this and where it stands in the pantheon of classic beers. But it's what else? It's like, what do you compare it to? It's like, okay, Saison-ish. Yeah, but the breath was like a sour lambic, but no, not really. Touch of that in the nose.
It's got the body of like a nice wheat beer, but without all that weird clovey banana.
Yep. Right. Yeah. See, when all the things you were talking about, I'm like, this is totally what this is, and it's.
How hard is that to or not to come by?
Always available, all day, every day.
Oh, okay.
I've never had an issue getting it over. I mean, my whole career here. Always. One person I know in the beer industry, who does it? Omar Ansari, I know, really likes that beer. So, he and Pete Vires.
There's your two Twin City co-signers. Oh, it's getting a little...
Right?
Yeah, we're about to get some vitamins now.
Yeah.
B something, B12, B7.
Well, it's part of the deal with your Belgians.
Vitamin B stands for Belgian beer.
Sure
That's why
does.
You take it in the morning.
Vitamin Belgian.
All right, Fitty.
Doctor recommended.
I like this. We should do this again.
Yeah, dude.
That's a super fun
Anytime.
thing.
Yeah.
I could bring you something, or clearly you have the supply to do the surprising.
Right.
But yeah.
But cool, right? Nothing crazy out there. It's like, hey, you've never had this before.
No.
But it's just some people
It's
forget
got
about.
this really green minty thing though that I keep
Totally.
coming back to.
Belgian yeast sort of thing.
I'm sure that's. I mean that, and I don't know what the
But it
grist
really
is
does.
of this, but
Eucalyptus kind of.
right. Yeah.